name is Anthony Scott. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. I go by Tony. I currently work as the Director of Pharmacy Services at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, so my pharmacy journey in terms of my education and training has been very fun and unique. I started out an undergrad major at Georgia State University, where I got a degree in biology. I knew I didn't want to work in the lab forever, so I had to figure out kind of what my next steps were from there. So I decided to enroll in grad school and was lucky enough to get into the University of Georgia. So I did my pharmacy school there for 4 years. Upon graduation, after graduating at University of Georgia, did a PGY1 residency in general pharmacy practice at Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. Did that for a year and then kind of thought that my skill set and the things that fit me the best were around the leadership and administrative space. And so after that, I was lucky enough to be able to match and accept into the North Florida, South Georgia Veterans Health System program for their PGY2 and pharmacy administration leadership. So did that for a year. Upon graduation of my PGY2, took my first job as an operations manager, and then I served as a director of pharmacy for a few years in assistant capacity, and now I'm working as a director in Atlanta. So my pharmacy journey has been fun, a lot of background in education and training, but I think that's prepared me well for my current career path and what I've been able to do in the pharmacy space currently. What inspired me to choose pharmacy was that I know I wanted to be in healthcare and giving back and helping people. I've always been kind of a math and science guy, so I think didactically that aligned with what I wanted to do from an educational lens. Pharmacy was really unique at the time when I graduated and started going through my program in terms of lots of opportunities, potential for growth, and being able to use my skill set to the highest ability. And I feel like that's the case now for pharmacy, with even more opportunity and abilities to have impacts on not just people, but patients that we serve. And so that kind of aligned my journey in terms of going down that route. And I think healthcare is a very unique field in terms of you have a lot of responsibility, but it's a great way to kind of feel good about what you're doing and kind of know that you're making a difference in people's lives. And so being able to select pharmacy and go down that career path is kind of what helped me to feel like I was meeting those goals and objectives for my personal needs and what I felt like I was going to do long term, to feel like I was meeting my personal career aspirations and giving back how I wanted to. So pharmacy has really given me the opportunity to do that successfully. Typical day in pharmacy, I would say no 2 days are alike. So in terms of typical, I think variety is the spice of life. So that's one of the great things about pharmacy, is it gives me a lot of variety in terms of what I do and oversee. Currently, I oversee our inpatient pharmacy operations at our hospital. So all of our operational and clinical service lines within our network. Our hospital, Emory University, is one hospital in a network of a larger system of about 11 different healthcare centers. So we kind of work in the system integration lens to make sure that we're treating patients on the standard level and providing the right level of care at all facilities, no matter where you go. So between managing our operations, oversight of our clinical services, and a lot of our direct patient care activities that our pharmacists are in, that takes a lot of my time in terms of administrative needs and oversight. We've got a pretty big team, about 240 or so FTEs total within our department. So a lot of people, a lot of faces. So people management, growth, administrative support to make sure that we're securing our human resources has been a big part of my day-to-day role as well. From a budgeting and stewardship perspective, a lot of oversight around finances, goals, projects, and things that are oriented around growth and strategy to make sure that we're meeting the mission and vision of not just our organization, but also of the department, and making sure that those all align well. So we spend a lot of time doing that. But within healthcare, again, a lot of the day-to-day challenges are trying to make sure that you're pursuing opportunities and doing that and doing things that are scheduled, but also dealing with the unexpected and putting out day-to-day fires and making sure that those things are under control so that you can meet your long-term and short-term missions and goals. I think my favorite part about being in pharmacy is just the ability to have an impact and interacting with people. I'm a very outgoing person. I feel like I like to meet people and network with people and know that I'm making a difference in their lives. I think being a pharmacist allows you to not only provide direct patient care, but also on top of being a pharmacist, as a leader, I feel the responsibility and have the fortunate opportunity to impact the lives of those around me, whether they're patients or people who I work with or just everyone that I interact with within the organization. So pharmacy is a big part of the multidisciplinary team. So we get to interact with providers and nurses and administrators and all departments across the organization. And so having impacts on people, being able to network and engage with people and kind of provide inspiration, hope, and providing better outcomes for the people that I get to work with and our patients is what really motivates me and inspires me to do what I do every day. And I'm very grateful to be able to have that opportunity.